Hey guys, welcome back. This is my review on the movie Radical, written and directed by Christopher Zala and starring Eugenio Derbez. So my main concern for this movie going in was the type of story that was being told. It is a story that has been told many times and done very similarly. If you look at biopics that are being told about musical artists, there was a very repetitive type of layout that was put into movies, and especially pointed out whenever the movie Bohemian Rhapsody came out on Freddie Mercury. A lot of people were able to criticize that movie because it was somewhat redundant with the way it was told. And that was the main challenge with Radical, seeing as how the story of a teacher changing students' lives has been a story that has been told many times. If you look at Coach Carter, Freedom Writers, Lean on Me, that's something that is a challenge. Whenever you're telling a story that has been repeated multiple times, it can lessen the impact it has on the viewer if you've seen it already. So if the movie isn't doing it in a different or unique way, then a lot of the story will fall flat and be somewhat redundant. As well as also depicting troubled kids. That's not something that's easy to do, and it can come off as very cheesy sometimes, and even portray characters as very one-dimensional, as, oh, they're the bad kid and this is the smart kid. They're the ones who aren't gonna take the advice from the teacher, and they are the smart ones who will, who actually have the potential. But I gotta say that I was gladly wrong. The story came off as very genuine and came off in a sincere manner. There are two ways that this movie told the story, I think in a unique way, that gained my interest and made me very invested in these characters. I really liked how they focused not just on math and science, but they brought philosophy and morality into the story. The movie was able to show the students not just deduce questions like why does a boat float and why does something sink. They were able to ask what is right and what is wrong in certain situations. And I thought that was very interesting because I feel like a lot of teacher-student movies, they tackle the potential a kid has when it comes to math and science, but they don't often tackle philosophical ideas or morality. And that's something that the movie was able to tackle in a very unique way, and showing the kids work out these problems with each other and deciding what's right or wrong. And the second way that the movie was able to do it in a unique way was by showing the challenges that an adult would face when it comes to teaching in a radical manner. Whenever you want to do something different, there's always going to be someone fighting you on it. And I really like that the movie showed those challenges that the teacher faced from his perspective, because it wasn't just a challenge where he always thought he was right. He started to question himself whether he was wrong or if he was actually doing the right thing. And it wasn't always the right decision for him. And I just thought that made him more, a three-dimensional character instead of one-dimensional where he's just the good guy all the time. He was questioning himself and learning from the kids just as much as the kids learned from him. Tackling this type of subject matter that the movie does is very difficult because it could either come off as cheesy or very campy, and it's very hard to find the sweet spot, which I think the movie really did. This movie really moved me. Like at the end, it had me almost crying. My pride wouldn't let me blink to let those tears run. I was like holding it in, but it really had my eyes watering. It emotionally moved me. I think this movie is completely worth the price of admission, and you should totally go see it. Whether you're a casual or you're more serious about movies, I think this movie can affect anyone because it's very relatable, very well acted, the story is great, and it capitalizes at the end in a very emotional way that makes it all worth it. Well, that's my review for the movie Radical. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.